Peace, brothers and sisters. It's your brother Zamar with Dear Them Crown Thinking. I hope y'all doing well. I hope y'all been blessed. Today we're going to be talking about something that's very, very important. And that very important thing is Black History Month. Black History Month doesn't just cover the things that we have went through in the past, but it also covers the things that shape our minds, the things that shape our minds then, and the things that shape our minds now. And a lot of those things that shape our mind that we don't give enough credit to is media. Before we get started, let me get my smell goods going in this joint. You feel me? I love it. So we gotta understand that media played a key role into helping influence our mindsets. We're gonna start with the Jim Crow era. In the Jim Crow era, a lot of times when we think about Jim Crow, we go straight to the Jim Crow laws. But something that I don't feel like a lot of people bring up enough is how media and propaganda seriously influenced the mindset of not just blacks, but also whites and others that lived in this place that we call the USA. When you got shows like Blackface, when they get on there and they're giving this imagery of what a black man is.
I'm a wheel about a Jim Crow. I went down to the river. I didn't mean to stay, but there I saw so many gals I couldn't get away. Wheel about and turn about and do just so. Every time I wheel about a Jim Crow.
Give me back my clothes, please.
And so it was that a young song and dance man, who was later belovedly known as Daddy Rice, was the first to bring blackface characterization to the American stage.
And you got people being seriously entertained by what could be the flaws that they are expressing in this show. This is now programming the mind of the people. And something that I've been covering up on my YouTube was stigma and how stigmatization can affect the person that's being stigmatized, right? And this is a lot as what's happened to the black youth. The black youth has become the very things that at one point were derogatory terms towards us, and we used it as an embrace. Now, will I use this as an excuse for the errors that I see in my own community? I would never use that as an excuse, because I do believe that we have to now make a decision and a choice to make changes, or we will forever stay the same. But I do think it's important for us to pay homage to the things that's happened in the past by giving the attention of the youth mind to what has happened to them that made them like this. See, these things didn't start just in the 2000s. It didn't just start in the 90s. It didn't just start in the 80s, and it didn't just start in the 70s and 60s. These things sprung forth from our people finding a way to make a way out of no way. We've been surviving for a long time, so we created mechanisms that would then give us a peace of mind while we was in our woes and our detriment. And we found ways to thrive in our endeavors. And a lot of times we mix these cultures and these perspectives and paradigms with each other, thinking that this is what validates us, when at the end of the day, we don't really fully understand every dynamic our forefathers may have taken when they had to pivot types of ways and do things a type of way. And now we take on this full culture and it becomes so blanket with so many dynamics to it. I'll bring up something very important. I think the snitching culture, the culture that we've made out of snitching, the culture that we've made out of calling somebody a rat. First of all, we will be doing things, number one, that would be detrimental to you and your counterpart, your people, the very people that you come from, the very people that come from the same struggle that you come from. You would continue to do things in the community that would damage them to get yourself on top. And then stick to this code that you're not gonna snitch. Now, me personally, I do understand the dynamic, because I come from the background of maybe not doing everything that people may have been doing to have to stick to that code, but I understand the code to the aspect of the system is against you. And most black people know that the system is against you. But the flaw that we see in the black community is this. One of the greatest flaws that we see is it takes a man to go to jail for 20, 30 years for him to get out and give you game about why you shouldn't do the very things you could have listened to somebody who never went down that path telling you, follow my steps. Let me help you out in this way. But a lot of times in our culture, we look down upon people who haven't had time that may be giving you wisdom or knowledge or understanding. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding has to be embraced more in our community, or else we're going to continue to stay in this spiral, in this cycle of failure.